Hello, my name is Julia Darden, and I am a puppeteer, puppet designer, puppet builder, comedian, and alumni of Irondequoit High School, class of 2003. My freshman year, I auditioned for the musical and tragically got cut, and so instantly switched over to the stage crew, which I fell in love with almost as instantly. And then my 4 years of high school, I was the crew chief. I worked backstage. I did a lot with Kids Project and Mr. Thomas and puppets through that. And then my senior year, Mrs. Irwin actually was like, come on, you've never auditioned for a play, just audition for a play. And I said, all right, it's my last one, why not? And Rob Line and I actually were cast as the two leads in Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. So I had a full round circle experience in the theater department here.
There's lots of little cool full circle things going on here. Julie and I were on an Odyssey of the Mind team together for the high school. So we go back, and when we came up with this concept for Into the Woods to use puppets and make it kind of from a child's world, the whole concept, she was the first person that came to my mind, and she happened to have some time, and so she's coming in to work with the kids and do all sorts of awesome stuff with us.
I knew I wanted to pursue theater in some capacity. It obviously had always been a part of my life. Researching colleges, I found this puppeteer program at the University of Connecticut. It's the only BFA and MFA program in the country. It was a very long shot, but I went and auditioned, and I got accepted as the BFA graduate for 2007. Only one in my class. It was a beautiful way to combine the two things that I had really grown to love through high school, which was stage crew and also performing. Performing I had done obviously for many years prior to high school, but falling in love with crew, falling in love with scenic painting, which I've discovered I really love to do. It was an awesome way to combine all of those together, because it is all facets. I've learned how to build, write, and produce all of my own shows, which I've thankfully gotten to do in New York City for the past 16 years. So yeah, it's kind of a full circle experience coming back and building puppets now in this auditorium that I haven't been in 20 years. I have been in New York City building puppets, being in shows. I've toured with multiple children's theater companies. I've toured to London doing puppet shows. I've toured to Canada, all over the US. And I've built for a lot of awesome projects. I have puppets that are at the Animal Kingdom in Disney World. I have puppets that were featured on PBS Kids, Adult Swim, Nickelodeon, and yeah, a lot of off-Broadway, the show Puffs. Off-Broadway, I built all the original puppets for. When you go to college and get a degree in puppetry, that is probably the #1 question. So can you actually make a living in this? And I am one of the few that say you can. Yes, absolutely. It's tough, obviously, as all theater jobs are going to be, but it's worth it, and it's really rewarding and fun. Keep trying, keep putting yourself out there. Also, a piece of advice that I discovered quickly in New York is, you know what, if you want to be in a show, put on a show. Don't wait till you're not getting cast anything. Okay, put your own show on. There's so many amazing smaller venue theaters, comedy theaters, cabaret spaces that will let you rent out even for an evening. And I have so many friends that's how they've furthered their career, by just constantly putting it on themselves and getting their foot in the door and then going on to bigger and better things. So yes, Broadway's out there. Yes, these Jim Henson's out there. These huge companies are out there, but also you're out there, and if you want to make art, make art. You want to do theater, pursue theater. Just keep it up and you'll be great.